found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
Yo, how you living, how you feeling, how you doing? This is First Choice Galactic betting here today. We got the two nitwits in space while I'm over here in a black hole. So, I mean, I think that dictates who really is in the best place in the world, I guess you could say.
Hey.
Black hole is definitely the coolest of all the places. I wouldn't want to just be in outer space floating. Okay.
I'm chilling. We got the
Like
plan.
if you're in a black hole, like
I'm the only one
Right.
experiencing the black hole. So I can
Suck
tell you what a
oblivion.
black hole is like. You could not. That's what I'm thinking. Regardless, what do we got today?
We got some wild card weekend picks.
We do. This is our first betting on a playoff. Well, legally for me in the NFL playoff. Betting.
Damn, almost there.
Cam's almost there legally.
1 month. I will be betting on the Super Bowl.
Hey.
You should
It's
still
gonna be a great
take
How
time.
many racks you putting down on the bowl?
Racks,
All of them.
all of them, every single one. About the three that I have. Anywho, we're gonna go in a chronological order here, boys. We're gonna start off with the 1 o'clock game on Saturday, which I'm quite upset with because it is the best game of them all. And oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's the best matchup, at least. Colts, Bills. Right now, they're giving the Bills 6.5 points, and I think it's the best matchup there is. My take on it, from a betting perspective, I would have to lean the Colts at plus 6.5. I do think the Bills are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I really would not be surprised if the Colts end up pulling it out with a field goal maybe at the end, just because
And
I
I'll
mean,
be
the Colts
real
have.
upset.
What's that?
That'd make the whole Bills Mafia real mad.
Yeah, I would be upset too. I mean, the Bills are very good. I mean, they're one of the best teams, one of the most fun teams to watch in the league, and I would be quite upset if they don't make a little bit of run here. But they drew probably the toughest matchup they could have. I mean, that's debatable, but it's one of the tougher matchups there is, especially on a defense-wise. I mean, if you put up the Bills versus another offensive team, I'm probably taking the Bills, but it's strength versus strength here versus the Colts and Bills, and I think it's going to be pretty close, and I would probably lean the Colts plus 6.5. I'm not going to take that as a lock, but that's probably where I would lean for this one.
Yeah, I think the Bills are most likely going to win it because, I mean, this is probably a little shot to say, but, I mean, the Capitol storming and whatnot, you guys seen that happening. If the Bills did lose this, John, I would expect Buffalo to just be a crapshoot. I mean, they're favored by 6.5 points, and, I mean, that team is the best it's been for the past 10 years. That team is actually great. I was thinking about taking the 6.5, but honestly, I think this is okay. Let me preface this with the statement real quick. So we're not actually having a section with locks and over-unders, correct? But
Yeah, I think we're going more preferences of each game, right?
yeah, I mean, we can label them as locks or over-unders when we pick them, but I'm going to go ahead and say danger zone, like for every single one of these picks. Over-unders at 51, just 51. I would like to take the over, but I don't really feel
I'm gonna
comfortable
have to
taking it.
smash that over, dude. I think this is going to be a high-scoring fucking
Yeah,
dude.
I would probably smack that over too.
There's other lines that I like more. Like we'll get into it later, but yeah, there's other lines.
I like the over/under more than the spread in this game particularly.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the only one that I would actually possibly put some money on, but the spread's just a little scary to me because I know Buffalo has it in and cover 6.5, but
Easily.
both a little sneaky, and the Bills kind of fuck up sometimes, you know. So
Bills have been pretty good against the spread this year. They're 11-5.
yeah,
But that Colts defense, man, and these two are two very high-scoring teams, both top 10 in the league.
especially since I mean I'm not going to put my money on a rookie running back, Jonathan Taylor, who just came.
He
finished number 3 in the league in rushing yards.
But he's been turning it on as of late, and that Bills running defense.
It all happened from the last game. 253 rushing yards in the last game of the season.
I'm not gonna. That's too small of a sample size. I'm not gonna bet on a person.
But didn't he have 200 the week before as well?
Well, the past couple of weeks, he's been going crazy. I know he's been going crazy, but
But they the 253 week 17 was by far his best of the year.
That's because he's a volume back, and they've finally been giving him
They gave him
volume.
like 30 carries, I think, that game.
Sir, that was Derrick Henry workload. Alex, you got anything else to say or no?
Just besides, I like the over-under a little bit more. I mean, that spread's a little spooky to me. I like what you said, Ed, about that being a danger zone. I think the Colts could, sneak in and cover that, John, but I don't know. The Bills definitely got it in them to cover that.
I agree. All right, moving on to the second game, I suppose. NFC game, divisional matchup, the Rams and the Seahawks. Seahawks have 3.5 points right now. Rams, the over-under is at 42. So, Cam, you can describe your opinion on this.
I mean, I would say I like that over. I mean, that's just a low-scoring game for a playoff game between division rivals there, and the Rams versus the Seahawks. I mean, is Jared Goff going to play?
That's the thing.
We don't know.
I don't get how they don't bake that in the line.
Questionable.
I mean, I guess it is kind of baked in the line because 3.5 for Seattle is. How'd they fare this? Do you guys know how they fared this year against the Rams?
Yeah, I meant to look that up earlier.
They beat them week 16, 20-9.
And they lost 23-16.
Okay, so never mind. I don't like that line. I don't like the over.
That's definitely why they have it so low.
Yeah, 100%. Hearing those matchups, which I should have known going into this video, I would definitely stay away from that over-under. Because you would like to think some more points are scored, but that Rams defense, they're one of the top in the league. And the Seahawks defense is not, but do they have Jared Goff, meaning the Rams, and Russell Wilson? He could turn it on or he could get shut down. Everyone was talking about MVP early on, but he's been real iffy for most of the season. He's been on and off.
How did that John Wolford guy do week 17?
I mean, did okay, got the win for him.
18 points were put up for that team. He went 22 for 38, 231, and an interception. 6 carries, 56 yards. I mean, replacement level.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we were talking about last week, man. You should have hit that over for the John Wolford rushing yards.
Yeah, it's an athlete.
He was an athlete.
The Seahawks defense is a bit like some Swiss cheese, I would say.
Yeah.
They got some holes. They allow some points, but against the Rams, they haven't really allowed some points this year.
Yeah, I would just say this is the biggest danger zone of them all, to be honest with you. I mean, there is another divisional game over there in the AFC getting played on Sunday. We'll obviously touch base on that in a little bit, but being that it's a division game, these two teams, you don't really know what to expect. I would want to say Seahawks minus 3.5 would be my go-to here.
That's what I'd like to go towards as well.
I don't know. I'm just not too confident in that one. It's a danger zone. It's a tough pick. What do you think, Ed?
I'm gonna channel in my inner sixth grade, maybe a couple years before that stuff. Even probably now. I don't really play it now, but double tap. I'm gonna double tap this game. Yeah. I like the under 42, and I love the Seahawks spread, so I'm gonna take that Seahawks spread as a lock. And that under 42 is definitely one of my unders I'm gonna take. Divisional game. I like the Seahawks. Like, even if Jared Goff does come back, is that thumb? I don't.
And it's at home. It's in Seattle.
His right thumb. It's his throwing hand. He's not a good quarterback to begin with. You're gonna be even more handicapped. Jared Goff, right thumb on his throwing hand, not good. Or John Wolford, whoever the hell is gonna start a quarterback, it's not gonna be good. And the under's not gonna be taken. But I still see the Seahawks just stopping them, like 30-7. Like, I can see something. Maybe not that many points. Maybe not that many points from them, but
I mean, the Rams defense is good. We can't slouch on that.
Oh yeah, we can. But I mean, it's Russ. Like, it's, I don't know. I think there's exception.
Russ is gonna come out and he's gonna.
Yeah, there's a little thing.
Tyler Lockett's gonna have a big old game.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. Or David Moore on some nut ass shit. David Moore have like 2 touchdowns, 150 yards.
Greg Olsen on some video game numbers or some shit. Who knows? But
I could see that one.
Oh yeah,
Greg Olsen. At least some point in the playoffs, if they make it out of this first round, obviously, which I think they will. But I could see a big Greg Olsen game coming out of nowhere.
I would love to see
sure.
it. All right. X, you got any other words, or are we cool here?
I mean, the Seahawks are the smallest favorite, I think, out of all the teams. What's their money line at?
They're matched with the Ravens, minus 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more else to say besides I do like that Seahawks one or spread. The under is tempting considering their past matchups, but I don't know. This is a bit of a spooky game to me. Also, the next one's kind of spooky too.
Speaking of next one, X. Since we all we just broke down the matchups ourselves. You're the only one who hasn't yet, so you can just break down the next game.
All right, this is the 8:15 game here Saturday night.
Correct.
We got the Buccaneers going into the Washington football team.
Yes, sir.
That spread is at 7.5 right now. We're over under at 44.5.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. The football team's got a great defense.
I do.
But hell, I could see Brady coming in here and just dicing up not the Redskins, the football team. Oh no.
He's been on a tear recently.
Yeah.
He has been on a tear recently. I think I'm gonna have to smash the Buccaneers spread. And the under's also kind of looking a little delicious too.
Yeah, I mean, you would like to think the Washington football team puts up a fight just because of the defense they have. It would be a great story with Alex Smith there. They are 5-1 with Alex Smith at the helm, so it's
a little Alex Smith upset over Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's something of note. Just for football purposes, I would like to see Tom Brady do something good with the Bucs this year. I mean, not necessarily go to the Super Bowl. I would like to see the Packers go to the Super Bowl personally, but I would like to see him do something, and it would be a shame to see the Washington football team take him down, but it would also be great to see Alex Smith do it. I don't see it though. I would probably slam this Buccaneers spread. I don't know about that over under though. I could easily see the Buccaneers are one of those teams. They have a great defense as well, and I could easily see them shutting down Washington to a whole 6 points. So actually, I would probably take this under. I really would. I think I could definitely see like a 24-7 game working out here in the Bucs' favor. What do you think, Ed?
It's a rough one for me. So initially, I liked the Washington football team spread. I think it was at like plus 6.5 at one point. No, plus 8.5. It opened at plus 8.5. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Moved a little bit. It's not that deep of a thing now, but I seen Taylor Heineke is getting like starter reps because Alex Smith's questionable. Terry McLaurin's also questionable. So is Antonio Gibson. So that leads me to believe that it's not prime. You know what I mean? Like it's not prime time. Antonio Gibson, prime time. McLaurin, prime time. Alex Smith, if he even plays. So while I was thinking Washington spread, I was going to smash. I was going to put it as a lock even. I lost confidence a little bit. So even with Mike Evans possibly not playing, I don't know how that situation's like happening so far. Like I don't know if he's practicing. I don't know anything about that, but I know it came out of last game.
Decision now at this point.
Yeah, he might be, but I want to say I'm not going to touch this game. Nah.
This might be.
Yeah, it's a danger zone for me. It's a danger zone. F it. Because, I mean, the spread at 8 points, like, that's hefty. And, I mean.
I don't think so. I think you're overthinking it.
I'm not. I can't. I can't see Washington.
Buccaneers are the better team here.
They are. Oh, yeah, they are. But, I mean, the defense.
They should handedly win this game. But we've seen the football team pull off some games that they should have lost, and then they pulled off the win.
The best teams don't always win. Like, let's just get that right. Because, I mean, Green Bay
teams in
season against Tampa Bay, Green Bay should have won that. They got annihilated. Like, that's just sometimes things happen.
PTSD, man.
What was that?
PTSD.
PTSD.
I want to think about that game.
Was that Survivor Pool?
Oh,
yeah.
It cost him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to label. I'm not going to label it as danger zone. I'm just going to stick away from it. But if I had to make a pick, if I was doing like a little, picks, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Buccaneers -8 would probably be the pick, but it's just very risky for me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to phrase it as. A risky -8.
I would have to agree.
All right, 3 games left. We're on a Sunday. Cam, kick it off.
So it's the Ravens versus the Tennessee Titans. Showdown number 3. Well, as of late. should have played more than 3 times. But the Titans have had the Ravens' number as of late. They beat them in the regular season this past regular season, and they beat them the last wild card round as well.
That was in Baltimore too, right?
What's that?
I was in Baltimore too, right? The playoff
I believe so. Yeah.
This one's in Tennessee now.
Yeah, which it's not that big of a deal this year, given there's no fans. Well, some stadiums still do have fans, right?
Yeah, some of them do.
They're doing it for the playoffs. I know the Steelers game isn't having any fans.
Yeah, it depends on the states and whatnot. But yeah, the Ravens versus the Titans. The Titans have had their number. This is one that I kind of feel the same way that Ed does about the Bucs versus the football team. I don't really know which way to go here. I would like to see the Titans pull it out, which would do a number on Lamar Jackson's reputation. He's been taking a hit, obviously, with his lack of winning big games. So it would be nice to see Lamar Jackson pull it out. I just don't think they have it in him this year. He's been struggling mightily throwing the ball, and that is the Titans' weakness is defending the pass. And is he going to be able to take advantage of that weakness of theirs? I don't think so. J.K. Dobbins, he's been balling out, though, so maybe he gives him a nice spark here and lights up the Titans and gets Lamar Jackson into the red zone quite often, where Lamar Jackson is golden in the red zone. He has not yet thrown an interception in the red zone in his career, if I'm not mistaken. I would lean the Titans here, plus 3.5, though. Their offense is very good. It's pretty potent. They have a great running game in Derrick Henry, obviously. He runs all over the Ravens. And they also have a great passing game with A.J. Brown there, and Corey Davis has been turning up this year. So Johnny Smith, he's been lackluster, to say the least, since probably week 1. But either way, I think the Titans' potent offense, and I can't really say much about their defense. They're kind of a turnstile, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue versus Lamar Jackson, given that he doesn't throw the ball well. So I would like the Titans here, plus 3.5. I'm going to be bold enough and say that is a lock of mine.
I will echo the same belief, and I'm also going to, again, double tap this game.
Yeah!
I'm going to take the Titans spread, plus 3.5, double tap, to get that yellow soda real quick, pop it out of the vending machine. I should have made the fucking guzzle noise, but I'm not going to do that, though, pause. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Titans plus 3.5 is pretty good. I love that. It's a lock for me. And the under, believe it or not. I was confident in the over, but seeing the Titans kind of slow down last week, they still gave Derrick Henry 23 carries for 98 yards. It wasn't, average for Derrick Henry, in all honesty. But, I mean...
Last week he had 200-some rushing yards last week.
Was it the week before then against Green Bay?
Before, bro. He broke the...
week before versus Green Bay.
He got over the 2K this past week. He had 220, I don't know, some 130 carries or something like that.
Facts. All right. Yeah.
He had over 200 rushing yards against the Texans both times he played them this year.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? I still don't think like you said, the Ravens' weakness is Ravens' weakness on offense is passing, in all honesty. Lamar Jackson's weakness is passing. Tennessee's defensive weakness is passing, like passing defense. Those kind of collide. So, I mean, I don't think that Ravens are going to have an easy time putting up points like many other teams have done against the Titans. And I think that for that purpose, I can see the Titans putting up like 27 points. I can see that happening, but I don't know if the Ravens are going to put up 20 plus. Like I can.
Got the score when they played in the playoffs last year. 24, 27 to, I don't know, like 14, something like that, 13. I can't remember.
I can see a duplicate happening again. I don't know if it's going to be like a blowout like that, but I don't know. I can see the Titans taking it. Plus 3.5. I mean, even then, even if they lose, still going to hit. I mean, I think it's a pretty good spread. They're giving the Titans points, and the Titans showed up last time.
Little in-game parlay, little Titans spread.
28-12.
Henry touchdown. Boom.
I don't know about Derrick Henry touchdown, but
he's getting a touchdown. It's
hear me out.
What's up?
It's 28-12.
28-12.
I can see it being much of the same, honestly. So I like that under and Titan spread.
I like both. I'm just backpacking off of what all y'all said. They're locks, both of them, in my opinion.
Damn, I don't like this. It's unanimous.
Yeah, it's not good.
Unanimous pick.
That's a not good, not a good omen on the Tennessee Titans, to say the least. Yeah, not good for them. We should give the Ravens a call.
All right. Moving on to the second game. Who's that?
The Ravens just didn't have it this year, in my opinion. They barely made it into the playoffs.
Haven't been many improvements, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs.
I think the Titans should win this game.
I agree. All right. Second game on Sunday. Next to last game of the NFL wild card. We have the Bears in New Orleans. The Saints are favored by 10 points, which is kind of outrageous to me.
Biggest spread of all the playoff games.
Yeah. And the over-under is at 47.5.
And the Saints are the biggest favorite at -500 too.
Oh, that -500 on the money line?
Yeah.
Very understandable. Very understandable. They are going to win this game. It might be closer than a lot will imagine. I don't like that spread at all.
You think the Bears will cover?
I'm calling it as a lock, yeah.
At the Bears cover?
Yeah.
And they have a good defense.
I don't know. The Saints have a very good defense, though. They
I think the under could be a lock.
Yeah, I was about to double tap again. Double tap.
Under could be one hell of a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree, especially it's Sunday, so I guess Alvin Kamara can play.
Is he exposed to? Because he didn't play last week because of what?
If it was scheduled on Saturday, Alvin Kamara wasn't going to be able to play. So the NFL kind of did them a favor there.
They probably did that on purpose.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because Saints going to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, they're making the storyline happen.
And then Breeze retires, and then Watson gets traded to the Saints.
No. Watson gets traded to Atlanta. No.
No.
I don't agree. I don't think the Saints are going to the Super Bowl.
Nah, we all know who's going to the Super Bowl.
Shut the fuck up. But the Steelers are not going to the Super Bowl. No way.
Well, first off, they aren't even in the freaking NFC, you turd.
I'm just saying, in general.
They aren't, though. You're beat on that one this year, bud.
You got lucky as hell on that Browns coaches. I mean, we'll get to that later. I'm just going to shut my mouth for now, but
we'll get to that in a few minutes.
Yeah, literally in a few minutes. Any other words on this game?
I would.
Could be one of the biggest danger zones of all the games.
No, I don't think so. I think.
Well, I mean, if we're talking spread wise.
Yeah. A lot of money could be lost on this spread.
There could be some like sneaky backdoor Bears cover at the end of the game type shit.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, even still, 60%, well, according to Bleacher Report, I don't know how accurate this is, 60% of the bets are on the Saints spread, -10.
Yeah, they're down. They're down. Which bodes even more for the frigging Bears covering. Thought those bettors leaning the Saints because we know how the NFL works. Come on now.
Exactly.
All right. I guess it's been a minute, so let's get into this final game. X, kick it off for your favorite terrible football team.
We've got the Steelers hosting the Bears on Sunday Night Football. Not the Bears, the Browns. What the fuck am I talking about? Steelers, Browns, Sunday night.
The Super Bowl already?
Well, I said Sunday night. Steelers are what? 5.5 favorites right now? That's kind of spooky to me, even as a Steelers fan, not gonna lie. I was leaning towards the Browns, but I don't know. The whole head coach situation is real spooky with the Browns. It's in Pittsburgh. Fuck, dude, I might just stay away from the spread. What do you guys think?
I would probably take the Steelers spread here. I would have taken the Browns to win the game prior to all of these COVID cases. but I think that head coach loss for the Browns is going to be a real killer for them. And they have players out as well. I guess they aren't too notable of them, but
I don't know. They've been doing good without OBJ. The running game has been great.
yeah.
Steelers defense obviously is good. But our offense is the real questionable thing.
No, I'm pretty sure though. I'm pretty sure I saw Denzel Ward on that COVID list, if I'm not mistaken. Which, if he is, that's a big loss.
Really, I did not see that.
I feel like I did in a tweet. I'm gonna have to look this up real quick.
As far as the Steelers on offense, if we can get our shit together, I mean, the first time we played the Bears or the Browns, I don't know, keep saying the Bears, the Browns this season, we fucking annihilated them. And then this past week, we just played them with our backups, and it was still close. I would love to say the Steelers win this game, obviously, from a fan perspective, but all our games have just been so close this year. I don't know. I kind of want to match the under as well, 47.5.
Laptop wants to freeze.
I think a lot of the Browns games this year have been low scoring. At least I would like to think that the games that I've bet on. I don't know. It's kind of spooky in a certain ways.
I want to try to talk real quick. If you guys hear any background noise, let me know. But I like the under in this game, 47.5. What was I gonna say? 47.5. Yeah, Bucks. What the fuck am I talking about? 47.5 is not a bad under. I took that before I even seen the news about the whole COVID scare and whatnot with the team. They lost Joel Bitonio, who is a Pro Bowl guard. It's pretty impactful. I mean, I guess guards. Yeah, it's Pro Bowl guard. It fucking matters. Who else? They lost some dude named Cotterill Hodge or some shit. I think it's like fourth string wide receiver, something like that. So I mean,
Bro, Hodges, yeah.
Yeah. He's also one of the players that were out. What's Denzel Ward you were talking about? He had COVID, but it was on the regular season finale. I don't know if he's still
Okay.
at this moment, but yeah. So I like the under. What's the spread at again? 5.5, 6?
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
I'm probably staying away from that, but I do like the under.
Yeah, I don't the under in this game compared to the spreads.
Oh yeah.
This should be a lower scoring game on both sides, I think. Divisional game, Sunday night. I wouldn't see a freaking shootout here. But
I think they're trying to make it something that it's not, you know what I mean? Like this obviously it's a nice divisional matchup where their tensions are high and whatnot, but I don't think it's gonna be much.
Storylines, they're gonna be going crazy with the whole Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph thing. Of course they're gonna bring that crap back up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're telling.
The Browns have been in the playoffs since who knows when.
Yeah. This is as far as they're gonna make it too, so I mean
it should be.
Yeah, I think Steelers winning is a lock, definitely. If the coaching staff and whatnot wasn't a problem, any of this wasn't a problem, I would probably put this as a danger zone. But
I would have taken the Browns.
Like spread or
if there were no issues, like you said, I would have taken the Browns. Definitely spread. I would have taken them to win. They were playing some good ball. The Steelers were not.
Yeah,
I think
towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I think given the timing of the matchup and everything like that, I think the Browns would have won if they had no issues.
That Steelers win that they got against the Colts was big. That was a good comeback win.
Yeah.
It helped
the Titans out of the water.
Helped a lot. I don't know. The Steelers have been extremely streaky this year, especially with games that we should have won versus games we should not have won.
Thanks.
I mean, Ben Roethlisberger just hasn't been playing that well lately, and is last week's rest going to help him or is it going to hurt him? Is he going to come out rusty? It might be an issue this week, which, again, I think the Steelers are going to end up winning this game, but I think it's only going to be a product of all the issues that are now facing the Browns, which is unfortunate, but it's
just been that kind of season.
Yeah, exactly. It's just something you got to deal with nowadays, given everything that's going on, as the people say. So yeah,
Alrighty. That's probably gonna wrap up the episode. Unless you guys have any other comments on anything else in the world, the NFL. I also want to touch on something. I don't know how comfortable you guys are with this, but since football is going to be done soon after the Super Bowl, betting wise, we could possibly dive into some basketball. If you guys are comfortable with that, even right now, we could possibly still do some, but that's up to you guys.
I have to brush up my knowledge a little bit more on the betting for basketball. I haven't done a whole lot of it, so I'll have to.
We would just have to figure out the format.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're still only going to be able to record like once a week maybe and stuff like that. So how are we going to go about it?
Certain games of weeks that I guess we'd like better, something like that.
Yeah, but still we don't even get lines unless it's like the night of.
That's true.
I mean, what we could be doing is something like You're
still recording, by the way.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just
Okay.
idea out there. What was I gonna say? We could do something like where we all. It's not gonna really be a sit down podcast, probably like this, unless once in a blue moon we do it. We just send in clips, like each of us take a clip of us talking about a game or something like that, and we just mash it together into a video and put it out there. Depends on what people want. I don't know if anybody's gonna actually comment or like or even watch this damn shit. So, if they are, definitely comment what you think we should be doing and what you would like to see. But other than that, anything?
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone.
Civil War is coming.
Civil War is coming.
It's coming.
It's coming, dude. We can make a podcast on that.
It's like 1865 in this bitch.
First choice America. All right.
First choice America.
That business to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. First choice betting. Galactic deuces.